9/11 occurs. I was in Washington DC, and somebody in a literary festival said to me, "Mr. Prashad, you have written a book. It's all very well. You have said we are the model minority, that we walk all over other minorities, blah blah blah. Now what do you have to say for yourself?" He said. Now we are being jailed. Now we're being tossed in deportation proceedings. Now what do you have to say for yourself? That was a striking moment, and of course, flippantly, I said to him, "Well, we were always whites on probation, and and now we screwed up, so our probation is gone." But it was a serious and important question. I mean, this brings both the structures into one, because there will be populations that will experience structural racism and Islamophobia, because they are caught in the middle of the two circles. So these two structures intertwine for some people, not everybody. And that is a very harsh position to be in. But on the other hand, I remember the taxi strike of '98 like yesterday. It was an amazing, profound place where new social identities were created. New confidence was created. These things create people because you understand what you are capable of. That the indignity is not permanent. You know what I mean? That you are capable of moving forward in a hugely productive way. The new hatred of Islam, or that kind of terrorist, comes very recently. This is not linked to Saladin. This is not linked to some biblical, fight with the Quran. This is a very new battle. This is about the oil lands. It's about political power in that region. And so, when the attacks start taking place there are one or two things that happen here. It made American Muslims and those who look like terrorists alien, foreign, outside, excretions of the American essence. At the same time, immigrants become the threat. You'll have people like Sam Huntington writing about the browning of America. The immigrants coming in and they are ruining the core of the Anglo-Saxon creed. They're bringing in this kind of Mexican Catholicism, all these ideas that come, they're having too many children. Sam Huntington, some of his last books, he was losing his head. The Clash of Civilization, then the browning of America. He's a great example of this degeneration of American thinking on the events happening in the world. Unable to actually confront globalization and why people are migrating. Unwilling to confront what it means when you expand American power so aggressively that people will get angry. Unwilling to confront these realities, you have this barbaric, involuted thinking that why are they crossing the border? Why are they crossing the border? You just destroyed the cornfields in Mexico by dumping corn from America into Mexico. Obviously they're going to cross the border, but that you don't think like that. Obviously if you send massive amounts of troops into, Saudi Arabia, some people are going to get angry about that. But no, it cannot be that. It's that they are somehow threatening us. They hate us for our freedoms. We do nothing. Because Islamophobia is a denial of humanity. Islamophobia says you do not belong. We're here anywhere. But by saying I belong, I exist, that is a hugely important statement. And I think sometimes in our movements we underestimate the power of that statement. Against a system that is denying people the right to exist, the right to be human, the fact that somebody says, no, I am here. And you can write this down in my FBI file. And make my FBI file really, really interesting. Don't write about boring restaurants where I go. Don't write about the fact that I don't know how to whitewater raft. Write about what I'm saying.